You see the blood ticks? Those are the mobs you have to run over originally. So these little worms on the ground. You see if I run over them? Oh my god, actually got silenced. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, I'm not going back on the melee range. I'm sick of this shit. Hey everybody, how's it going? Brbteabreak here today with another World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth video. Today we're playing some Fire Mage in a dungeon. We're in the Underrot, a brand new dungeon. Obviously all brand new, in BFA. So, this dungeon's actually not too bad. I've done this once before actually. There's some pretty unique, interesting bosses in here. And it feels like it's actually finished versus some other dungeons where, well, a little bit questionable to say the least. Anyway, let's try not to die. Can I get a heal? That'd be really nice. I think the net is killing me. That's the problem. I got 2 charges of my instant pyroblast here too. Or my free pyroblast. I say it's free, it's just like a really big one. I got another charge again. Oh god. Let's go boys. I can't stop now. I can't stop, won't stop. Oh god, please get this off me. I want to cast. Oh, I messed up so badly here. It's all going downhill real quick. Do we have a healer? We do. I'm getting healed eventually. Okay, so healing is happening. That is good to see. Can we put these together so we can actually, you know, cleave? Maybe? There we go, buddy. Here comes the pyroblast. Get ready. I've had 22k crit so far. No crit there. You can hit pretty hard there with the enhanced pyroblast through pyroclasm. So it's pretty much the legendary shoulders. So legendary wrist that you have on live, except it's now a talent. You also have the scorch belt, which is now a talent also. But I kind of like Firestarter still. We'll see. I'm not too sure. I'm just playing with this right now. Like, I normally use Rune of Power, but because I have no, like, weak auras and stuff to track my cooldowns, I'm not playing optimally, so I think I'm just going to go with this for now. Anyway, let's just play it out. Let's see. Oh, crit. So, I'm not going to combustion here because the boss is just down there, the lady over there. Elder Liaxa. No idea what she actually does, really. I know she splits up like Medivh. That's all I really know on that boss. We might jump between the specs also here. I'm currently playing Fire, but I'm enjoying Arcane also, which is pretty fun for me right now. Oh, I can't blink in here. Will this platform close off? I wonder. There's combustion here. Hopefully the ads don't spawn now. Oh, it's going to spawn, isn't it? Creeping Rot, what's that? Okay, not the right ability. Here we go, Blood Mirror. So this is the split up. Now you can grip these together, so if I interrupt that one for example, you'll see you can actually move them like this. So it is a bit different to Medivh, but it's still similar. You want to avoid these green things on the floor, and you see they move around a fair bit also when she casts that ability, so gotta be a little careful there. Oh, messing up, not great. Using a little too much Scorch also. Scorch isn't that good. Like, the damage is low, it just lets you cast while moving, that's the only good thing about it, which is pretty good I guess, like... Not bad at all, but it's not amazing. Anyway, here comes the boss again. And now it's back to phase 1, pretty much. It's a pretty basic fight. It's hard to give a full rating on these dungeons, because this is normal mode. And to do Mythic, you have to be 120, obviously, and... Don't know about you, but I'm not really interested in leveling on a beta. Especially when we're probably going to be getting max level characters pretty soon. No loot. I've done one other dungeon. I've done multiple actually, but I've only gotten 2 pieces. I've gotten these gloves over here, and these wrists. Both pretty good actually, both crit based. So you see my crit rate is at 40%, which is pretty high. Really, really good there. Got some good amount of verse also. Uh-oh. Here come the mobs. Missed my living bomb there, sad face. Here comes the pyroblast, possibly. I got another pyroblast proc for that. No crits though, which is a little bit sad. This next boss is a bit basic actually. You just kind of run around, you hit him, and then he drops these little like larvae on the ground, these little like worms, and you run over them. If you don't, they spawn into ads. But the problem is that I know for a fact that if you're like a Fire Mage, for example, you don't want to run them over because you want them to stack for Living Bomb. So it's probably going to end up being where you don't actually stand on them in Mythic mode if you want to actually push keys and stuff. I got fire locked. Oh my god! After the world's longest pyroblast, feels bad, man. I missed it too. Oh Jesus! It took so long between that interrupt and having to move again. I actually missed my legendary proc. Oh my! Again, is this melee range? It must be melee range. That's pretty annoying because there are a lot of casters, so a lot of melee characters in the game who still do spells. And now I've actually missed my 2 pyroblasters in a row. That's super annoying. This is the boss here. He charges around. That's about it. Here we go, got the legendary. Oh. Let's combust this. Oh my. Not going as I planned. Okay, here we go. Here the ads are going to spawn. You see all these little larvae? I'm actually going to leave them. I want them to stack up with my living bombs. Oh, I did it too early though. Take a while to spawn, it looks like. And actually, they might have got all ran over there. Little gooey on the ground, watch out. I think it might be these maggots or these blood swarmers that are doing the AoE silence. Not too sure what it is. But something is silencing me and I'm not a big fan of it. Here you go, you see the blood ticks? Those are the mobs you have to run over originally. So these little worms on the ground. You see if I run over them? Oh my god, actually got silenced. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, I'm not going back on the melee range. I'm sick of this shit. You run them over, and then the ads won't spawn. So you see here, I run them over. They explode. You don't take any damage either, so there's no reason not to do it. Pretty easy mechanic, realistically. I quite like that boss, though. No more gear, sadly. Getting silenced so much, man. It feels bad. You also notice the Azeroth power, such as artifact power, whatever it's called. It's automatic now. You don't have to click it on from your bag or anything like that. And because it's between all your specs, because there's now a neck piece, it doesn't actually matter what spec you do it on, which is really good. So if I want to play Arcane, for example, I can and have no downside at all. Compared to live, where if you put points into, you know, fire, well then you have a much weaker Arcane game or a much weaker Frost game. One thing I have to say about these dungeons is that they feel very, very short. That could just be because they're on normal mode, but there isn't much trash. Like, we haven't pulled too much. Like, we aren't doing optimal pulls either. And we got one boss here, and then one boss after this. And you can kind of see, like, there's just not much trash on the way. Compared to, say, a live dungeon, where I feel like there's so much more trash. I guess maybe they think the bosses are more fun than the trash, which is generally the case. Or should be the case, hopefully. But, I don't know, the dungeons feel a little empty nearly, I could describe it as. Because you just kind of rush through it, and everything just kind of dies. That's just a scaling issue, I guess, currently. Crits? No crit, dude. No crit so far on these Pyroclasm Lava Bursts. Lava Burst? Pyroblast, even. Oh, I moved too early, jeez. The ping! Anyway. You can interrupt these. Oh, just kidding. I can tell you can interrupt because of the little thing there, but I guess you can't CC them, so you actually have to use an interrupt. It's pretty annoying, I guess. That's a pretty big nerf to some classes like casters, or any range person, because your interrupt is much higher cooldown, 24 seconds compared to 15 seconds for most melee. I think every melee actually has a 15-second interrupt. So, maybe not holy paladins, but they are healers, so... Anyway, here's the next boss. I can't remember what this guy does exactly yet. We'll see as we go. But anyway. What's going on, boss man? Oh yeah, the mushrooms, yeah. I remember this one. You can just stand outside the mushroom range though, so it's not that big of a deal. I think he charges. What was the mechanic? There you go, he's summoned something over there on that guy, who's practically AFK in the back there. What's he doing? Is he a hunter? Must be the hunter. There he goes, he's DPSing now. You look at the fire damage. Fire is still pretty good single target, which is generally... Oh, nice Pyroblast nerd. That's generally where they're the weakest at, so it's good to see. It does help having the Pyroclasm talent though, so... You see their 20k crit. Not massive, but nothing to laugh at either. Pretty serious damage. But yeah, no mechanic besides that knock up. I guess they add one more mechanic on like Heroic and then one more on Mythic. That's generally how these things go. Just some gold. No loot so far. But yeah, look at this. We can skip all the trash here pretty much. I'm sure in a proper like Mythic Dungeon group, you'd actually maybe have an AoE stealth. Maybe you'd save a potion here for the AoE stealth. This feels a little weird. Like, it just feels very empty. But they're not. There's lots of trash, but maybe it's going to be a situation where, like, pulling the bare minimum of what you'd expect from, like, a normal Mythic on live isn't enough. Which could be good. That could be something that'd be quite interesting. Actually having to detour a little bit to get the trash done. Death bolts. This keeps spawning continuously. It's so annoying. Anyway, AoE pack. Let's go, boys. You'll see here, the Living Bomb does really good damage still. I can dispel this and actually get a massive shield. 15k, which is pretty much all my HP. Oh, I didn't buff my group with Intellect. I probably should have done this earlier. There we go. 10% int for everybody. Would have been better to have that at the start. Okay. But we're nearly done though. We're going to kill this trash pack here. Kill those dudes over there, and then we're literally at the end. Very short dungeon, but a lot of them are short so far. That's probably better though. Some dungeons are too long in my opinion on the live servers. You know, Halls of Valor, I'd say it's one of them. Archway, another one. Even if you do well, it just takes so long to go through them. Big pull, come on buddy. No puss, no puss. Oh, major puss. Oh, these guys are pretty annoying. So, for example, they cast this thing on the ground and it fears you. But they don't target you, they just face your direction, so you have to really be aware of what's going on. They also summon these tentacles. See that he's targeting me? Move out of the way there. On the ground he's gonna get feared or stunned or something there. But yeah. I quite like that mechanic. It's probably better to avoid things like DBM, making things super easy. It also means you actually have to be aware, even as a ranged person. Because even though it might not be near you, the mob can still target you from very, very far away. Last bit of trash here, then we'll be on the boss. Is it worth using Dragon's Breath, I wonder? That damage seems pretty legit. 1300, it's good as a fireball, it's instant cast. These things hit you, but their damage isn't that high. You see here, if it hits me. I think it hit me there, I'm not even sure if it hit me. But yeah, it's a little interesting. 22k crit, oh yeah. But yeah, here's the last boss, we'll zoom down here. Oh no, is it the last boss? It is, yeah. This boss is very cool. So the boss has, you know, tons of HP, but you can't actually hurt him. So when you damage him, he takes energy damage, I guess, blood energy. And then he summons ads, and you kill the ads to hurt him. So, cleaving it's fine, in many ways, but you don't want to focus him down, I guess you could say. So hit him here, you see, he's actually getting energy, and taking little to no damage. Which is pretty good for the Fire Mage here, because then you can just go ham with the Fire Starter procs. But here we go, here are the ads. We'll get him here, big old Pyroblast. Oh, no crit. Actually, look at the guy's helping us there. This is the guy you're supposed to have saved in the bit beforehand. Maybe they make you have to save him when it comes to live, but currently you don't have to save him. He's just there. Anyway. You see here, there are lots of fire damage, lots of cleaving. It's really nice. But lots of guys are just focusing the boss, and that's not what you want to do. You really want to focus his ads down. It feels like you get enough ads where you can just spam on them continuously. Uh-oh, he's going to cast on me. But yeah, look, the boss is the same. He just casts towards a direction, and if you're in the way, you get hit. Interesting mechanic. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, this is, you get a debuff stacking, and you need a stack for this so you can cleanse it. Here come the ads. Let's focus on these ads a little bit more. Oh, it's already gonna die. A little too quick to die, I guess, but never know. But yeah, it's a cool little boss. I quite like it. I can see it on Mythic being very, very fun. being a bit faster, maybe even being a, oh, didn't get the cleanse there until very late. But yeah, more mechanics here, a bit faster, it could be very cool, I think. You have combustion up, let's just use this, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh, like, one on me is still not dead. There he goes. Oh, he might die here. We kill one more ad, I think, and he'll die. That might be on me, that cast. Yeah, it was. Let's get out of there. Living Bomb. Last guy here, and we'll get the kill. But yeah, it's a cool little dungeon. I quite like its last boss, actually. There we go. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, give me some loot. Got some more gloves. God damn it. Oh, man. Well. What does this guy get? 238. He's higher level than me. Okay. But yeah, that is the Underrot. Quite a cool dungeon. I actually like this one a lot. The bosses are pretty cool. The theme's pretty nice. The trash is somewhat difficult. They actually have abilities on them. They're not just, you know, sponges, which is very nice to have. We'll show you overall damage here. How do we overall? Is that right? Yeah, look at that. Combat. I told you guys Combat Break was pretty good. But you see a lot of our damage is still the Pyroblast, still that Ignite AoE. Bit of a Living Bomb there also. But yeah. Sorry I didn't respec there. I probably should have done some arcane gameplay, but you know, it still works out either way. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see me maybe cover the dungeons after I've done them, instead of doing them during the gameplay, maybe you want to see me doing it in like proper groups, maybe you want me to see me doing some leveling content, tell me what you guys think, because yeah, right now, I'm doing a bit whatever on the beta, because I'm not too sure what to do. But yeah, tell me what you guys want to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.